This is part 3 of what if Sasuke was banished from the Elite Village. I'm going to get straight into it, so enjoy. Sasuke would wake up in Han's house. Ray would be taking care of him. Turns out that he was unconscious ever since he killed Haku for about 2 days. Han says that he needs to recover by tomorrow. They'll be training for about 5 months before their next move or a bounty mission. Ray tells him that he is too hard on Sasuke. Han doesn't answer. The next day, Han will be teaching Sasuke and Ray to maximize their control over their chakra nature. Sasuke has to get better at his fire style and Ray has to get better at her water style. They would have beaten Haku. Well, they should have beaten Haku if they realized that their elements could have destroyed his ice mirrors, like Sasuke's fire style. Especially Sasuke's fire style. He could have burnt through Haku's ice mirrors. So being that this is the case, Han has Sasuke and Ray fire their strongest jutsu at each other over and over until he sees them that they are improving. So basically, their fire and water style jutsus will cancel out over and over. But the point is for them to fire them at a higher attack potency. Next, he will train them in their taijutsu and will teach them more about the mentality of a ninja, making them mentally stronger as well as physically stronger. Basically, he would train them all around these next 5 months. After all this training, Han takes them on a bounty mission with them. However, this time he doesn't explain where they're going at all, which worries Ray and Sasuke. They travel day after day, eventually making it to the hidden grass village. They will enter the village and rent out a hotel for the night. Sasuke and Ray would constantly be asking what are they doing exactly? But Han would dodge a question or outright never tell them, which kind of makes Sasuke and Ray mad. So, after the night passes at the hotel and the sun rises, Ray wakes up Sasuke and tells him that Han disappeared and went off somewhere. The two would hurry and put on their clothes and try to go look for him. Before they try to leave, Sasuke noticed that he left one of his swords, so he picks up one of Han's swords and takes it with him. Sasuke will open the door to leave their hotel and see that there are 3 sound ninjas standing there. They say their names are Rin, Zaku, and Dosu. Dosu immediately will punch Sasuke, sending him through the apartment building out into the streets. Ray will use her water-style jutsu to push back Team Dosu and goes to check on Sasuke, who is kind of badly hurt at this point. Ray will pick up Sasuke and ask him if he could walk. Sasuke would not. They'll both proceed to make a tactical retreat for now. They will find an alley in the middle of the street in which they can hide, while the sound ninja are in their pursuit. Ray tells Sasuke that they need to find Han soon. Sasuke tells Ray that they don't even know nothing about the village that they're even in. Where would they look? Ray comes to a realization and tells Sasuke to check the sword Han left. Sasuke does this, and it turns out Han left a note on his sword. It tells him to go to a cave that has a snake symbol in the woods. That's where they'll find him. They wonder what this could mean. What could this mean? And why are those sound ninja after them? Sasuke and Ray decide to do what the note says. And that they'll eventually have to take care of the sound ninja if they want to find Han, their master, or sensei, I should say. They wait till they are covered by the cloak of darkness. When the moon is out to make their move, they will go to the woods next to the village they were in and look for a cave with a snake symbol. Eventually, they will find it. A cave with a snake symbol on it, thanks to Ray's Byakugan. The only problem is those same 3 ninjas that attacked them earlier in their apartment are standing right in front of it, and they seem to be going inside it. Ray uses her Byakugan to assess what's in the cave, and she confirms that Han is inside the cave, but something's off with his chakra. It seems that he is in some sort of pod where he's being held in. And there's another chakra next to him, but it's dark and sinister and disgusting. The chakra looks disgusting. Sasuke and Ray will go into the cave, shadowing Team Dosu so they don't notice them. While trailing them, Sasuke and Ren decide to sneak attack them. Dosu was holding a torch, and all of a sudden it flickers. Suddenly, he gets suspicious. Sasuke, hidden by the shadows, will shove his sword through Ren's heart, killing her immediately. Zaku would try to use his air blast attack on him, but Rei would come in his striking. Well, when Zaku would try to use his air blast attack on Sasuke, Rei would get in the way, striking him. She would use the gentle fist, striking his chakra points near his vital organs, stunning him for a second. She then dunks as Sasuke shoved his sword through his head. They then disappear into the shadows. Zaku is in fear. He can't see them. He is panicking, so he tries to run out of the cave, but then bumps into Sasuke, and he takes a good look at his Sharingan and falls under a genjutsu, making him believe that he was getting chewed up piece by piece by a bunch of crows. Sasuke would kill him before he got the chance to possibly break out of the genjutsu. Sasuke and Rei would rush towards the door, where the door would be in the back of a cave, and this is where they will see Han standing next to a man that resembles a snake almost. His presence in of in itself is disgusting and disturbing. Rei yells at the man to let Han go. The man introduces himself as Orochimaru. Han tells him that their time with him has come to an end. Sasuke and Rei ask him, what does he mean? He is supposed to be their sensei. And what is all this for? Han will tell them that he worked for Orochimaru this whole time. His Lord Orochimaru informed his henchmen in vast areas that Uchiha boy that they might run into. In the Uchiha boy that is traveling, because he was banished from the Leaf Village. When he saw Sasuke's crest, he knew that it had to be the person his Lord Orochimaru was looking for. So he says that he took both of them in and trained them until Lord Orochimaru called for him to bring Sasuke to him. Rei says that Rei says that that's why he was acting funny this whole time. Well, she asked it, not said it. Han then speed blitzes Sasuke, punching him in the stomach, making him fall to his knees. Rei would take a kunai and try to slash Han, but he jumps out of the way. She then goes and sees if Sasuke is okay. Han tells Sasuke if he wants to make it out of this cave alive with his friend, he will have to kill him. Sasuke gets up, his Sharingan blood red, and tells him he refuses to fight him. He doesn't believe that he really wants him and Rei dead. Han smiles and blitzes behind Rei and holds his sword towards her neck. Sasuke jumps back. Han tells Sasuke if he doesn't fight him right now, Rei will die, and it will be all his fault for not acting. Orochimaru is watching, and he wonders, what will the young Uchiha boy do next in this situation? Sasuke looks dead into Han's eyes, putting him under a genjutsu. He thinks Han is successfully under it, but Rei shouts that he isn't, and for Sasuke to hold on and stop his movement, or not try to do anything. So Han smiles and says that Sasuke is holding back. A genjutsu like that won't affect him. Han tells Sasuke that he can't avoid killing him. Sasuke is shaking. He doesn't want to kill Han, but an image of Itachi appears in his head. Sasuke thinks to himself that he can't let Rei die, or he won't have no one at all. Sasuke draws his sword and infuses it with chakra and charges at Han. Han will throw Rei to the side and infuses his sword with all of his chakra natures, being all the elemental natures in general, charging at Sasuke. All of a sudden, everything looks like it was moving in slow motion to Sasuke. Sasuke proceeds to stab his sword through his sensei's heart. Time starts to move normally again for Sasuke, and he sees his sensei's blood flowing down on his hands. Han says that it was smart of him to putting him under a genjutsu, so subtle that even Rei couldn't tell, making him believe that he was holding his sword, that Sasuke was holding his sword in his right hand, which he often does, but in actuality, Sasuke was holding his sword in his left hand. This will make all the difference for Sasuke to land a killing blow. Some background information. Han was holding back. He wanted this to happen. Han's blood drips down to Sasuke's face. Han tells Sasuke that he's proud of him for making the right choice to kill him, and he tells him to continue to keep moving forward before tapping his head, a gesture that Itachi would often do to Sasuke. A tear falls down from Sasuke's eyes. Ray is horrified and looks at Sasuke in disbelief. Sasuke pulls his sword out of Sensei Han, catching his body before he falls to the ground. Ray rushes over to them. Han, losing his breath by the second, tells Sasuke and Ray that he felt ashamed that he was going to give them up to Orochimaru. Over a short amount of time that they spent with him, he came to look at him as one of his own children. Children that he never got or had in the first place. And he wanted them to be the ones that take his life. He explains he deserved to die for what he was about to do to them, giving Sasuke up to Orochimaru. Han tells Sasuke and Ray that he didn't want to live anymore at all. The bad things he had done for Orochimaru, he wanted the ones that he loved, at least, to take him out. Han coughs out blood and is shaking hands. His hands shaking, touch Sasuke's face and tells him, protect those dear to him and fear no one. Han dies. Sasuke and Ray are shaking. Sasuke looks up, his face full of despair. It looks like he could see Han's soul leaving his body with a Sharingan. Ray will close her eyes and hug Han, crying tears and staining herself with his blood. All of a sudden, 4 ninja appear behind Orochimaru. Orochimaru tells his 4 ninja, who are the sound 4, to capture Sasuke and bring him back to him. Orochimaru also tells him he will be waiting for them at another hideout. He will give them the specifics later. He expects them to capture Sasuke and bring his body to him. Alright, this is the end of part 3. I hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.